you nervous coming in here by yourself in the morning?
No, people are nervous, but I've come to realize that the animals are much more afraid of me than I am of them. And if anything, I'm pushing them away from me as I walk in anyway. So, just over time and practice, you get used to coming in.
Being this early in the morning, what are we going to hear?
Well, right now, everybody, it's silence, but as the lights start to turn on, gradually, sunrise, the first things that come to life are like the little squirrels and the birds, and you hear them start to chirp and talk to one another. It's pretty amazing to listen to everybody waking up. Just from this point of view, in nature, it's pretty cool. And probably like the little 1-inch mole outside that lives in the leaves really starts to sound like a deer. I put my call out in the middle of the field, and I've got just like a face tampon, and I'm gonna dip it in my urine, and then I'm gonna go down the tree line, and I'm gonna hang it in a tree.
Okay.
Downwind from us, of course. The wind isn't really in our favor this morning. It's quite still, but it's that is strong. So. I always do that when I set my gun up. This does my optics. Last thing you want is messing with your optics when there's a deer coming in. And then, just it's such a quiet morning. It's crazy. Usually birds are chirping. You know what I love? I was thinking this yesterday. I got up. I couldn't sleep yesterday for some reason. I was awake at like 4:30. Sometimes my mind doesn't shut up.
Couldn't get back to sleep.
Yeah, I lied there for a bit, and I thought, screw it, I'm gonna get up. And I didn't plan to go hunting because we had to be gone by like 9:30 for hockey. So I went out in the garden. I started digging up my potatoes, and as I'm digging up my potatoes, I came across a bunch that were like eaten by worms and whatever. And I thought immediately, this is what I love about the whole cycle, because I'm gonna take those potatoes and I'm gonna feed my deer with them, right? So nothing goes to waste.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, and I thought this is great. So I have 2 piles: I have the potatoes for me and the potatoes for my deer. And I look out and I've got pumpkins out there that I grew because some of them were kind of rotty and not all of them will cook. I cook my pumpkins, and I thought, okay, those are perfect for the deer too, right? I mean, they get in my garden to eat them, so I might as well bring it to them.
Absolutely. Some neat things happen. Like what?
Well, one time there was 2 bucks, 2 young bucks, like a 6-point and an 8-point, and they were about 220 meters from me, and they were fighting like crazy, and I'd never witnessed that before, and they were grunting, and it was just, it didn't even occur to me to even consider a shot because I was so mesmerized by what I was witnessing. It was really cool.
How long did it go on?
Oh my god. They probably played in front of me for over an hour. Yeah, it was really neat. And I just sat here and watched it, and I went, I don't want to end the show. I got the best seat in the house. And then frisky and flirty, and he was running around and he was butting them in the butts with his head. He was trying to break them up so he could follow one. And I've never seen that either. And then so one doe broke away, and he was on that doe, like he would not leave her alone. He was pushing her with his head, he was butting her. And I think it's just like the whole mating process and being flirty and whatever, but it was really, really cool to watch. And again, I was like, I don't want that to end, so I'm gonna watch and I'll go back another day.
It's pretty cool.
But that's what's so great about like this type of hunting, stationary and just sitting and watching. You can learn so much. When I was hunting Fat Bastard, I watched him walk down along the baseline of this hill.
How long did it take you to get him?
Well, I'd seen him around, but it took me two different chances in one season. He was just, this is the area he was after the does. So.
There you go. Let's go take a drive and check out another area. All right.
My favorite hunt would have to be one that I actually wasn't the hunter. It was a time when I took my daughter to Maine. She had been to Maine before on a wild turkey hunt, and both times she wasn't successful. And I just felt that if she didn't get the opportunity to harvest, that she might lose interest. She was at that age where, you know, I was trying to encourage her to love it as much as I did. So we went down, and it was in the fall, and we came across a field where there was about 7 toms, big toms out in the field, and their backs were glistening from the sun, and they were shining, they were iridescent. It was beautiful. And the guides said it's very unlikely that we're going to be successful here because toms in the fall don't respond really to a call. And in fact, it's kind of rare to see big toms like that in the fall, because after mating season, they basically, you know, head off into the woods and they're their own little boys club. So we went in and we snuck in close through the trees up back to the field, close to the rock wall, and we hunkered down. And I was with some other ladies, and they were closer to the wall than we were with the other guide. And the 2 guides started, you know, calling and kikiing and whatever, and there was no response. We could see them in the field, and they weren't lifting their heads. They weren't paying any attention to us. And then the guides started calling back and forth like it was two toms fighting. And I wish I had have recorded it because it was like dueling banjos. It was incredible. And the sound was just traveling through the woods. It was so loud. And it was amazing because all the toms in the field just lifted their heads, all of them at once. And it was like somebody yelled bar fight and they started marching straight into us. And what's amazing about this story is they walked right by my girlfriends that were closer to the rock wall. And they had an opportunity to harvest these toms, but they didn't. They sat and they let them walk by because they knew my daughter was waiting and they wanted to give her that opportunity. So just that courtesy and to witness that courtesy is very rare, I think. And so they marched in, and I was kind of behind a tree. So I remember hearing the guide going, you know, get ready. And she fired, and I didn't see her hit a tom. So I saw it go up, and I thought she had missed. So I'm like, hit, you know, shoot again, shoot again. So she shoots again, only to find out that she had already hit a tom. And so she shot a second tom. And what's amazing is she harvested 2 10.5-inch long beards in the fall. And the guides, we were all emotional. I was crying, she was crying, we were hugging. And it's, as a parent, I just sat there and I was willing it. You know, you have that, you're wishing so hard that this is going to be successful for her. And I think that's what makes it such a great hunt. And it's in that moment too that I realized how important mentorship is. And I get now why when my husband and I go on our hunts, is that he has no problem letting me be the shooter. And he just wants to be there, to be supportive and to experience it with me, because it's equally as rewarding as being the shooter yourself.